Vanish here, and today I'd like to share with you my picks for my PVE combat spec for the upcoming World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. This expansion will add 5 levels to the cap, which will bring us to the level 90 max level. A lot of things will be changing, and aside from the exciting addition of the Pandarian race, our talent trees have been redesigned yet again. I've been playing my rogue as combat for about 95% of the time I've been raiding with her, and so I've decided to do an initial pick of talents based on the information that is out at the moment. Keep in mind that Blizzard can still change these talents between the making of this video until the release of the expansion, and also that these talents are not permanent. The beauty of the new talent trees is that it's designed for players to have different picks according to their playstyle and etc. As you can see, we have 6 tiers of the talent tree. Each point will be given in 15 level intervals. We'll be going over each talent, discuss what we could use it for, and pick my choice for that tier. I'll be breaking this video in 2 parts. Part 1 will cover the first 3 tiers, and Part 2 will cover the last 3 tiers. Let's start with the first talent point, which you'll get at level 15. For the first tier, Night Stalker increases your speed while stealth by 20%. Second one is Subterfuge. Your stealth breaks 3 seconds after dealing or receiving hostile actions rather than doing so immediately. And the third one is Shadow Focus. Abilities no longer cost energy while you are stealthed. Night Stalker isn't a new talent, but it was adapted from the current sub-spec. It's been buffed to increase your stealth speed by 20% instead of the 10% max it had before. I think this is more of a PvP talent, as stealth speed isn't really necessary for PvE. Subterfuge is a new talent, and I do find this quite useful. This will allow you to use stealth abilities such as Garrow and Ambush for 3 seconds after engaging combat, which could end up being a good opener for damage. Also, in case you facepull, you'll be a little bit safer. Shadow Focus reminds me of Overkill from the current Assassination tree, which increases your energy regen, but this one makes your abilities free to use pretty much. I see this more of an assassination or sub-spec because combat doesn't really use stealth-only damagers. As a combat PvE rogue, I'll go for Subterfuge for now. Tier 2, which you will get at level 30, presents you 3 choices. Deadly Throw. Finishing move that reduces the movement speed of the target by 50% for 6 seconds. If performed with 5 combo points, also interrupts spell casting and prevents any spell in that school from being cast for 6 seconds. Nerve Strike. A successful kidney shot or cheap shot also reduces the damage dealt by the target by 50% for 6 seconds after the effect fades. And the third one is Combat Readiness. Enter into a state of heightened awareness, deflecting enemy weapon strikes with increasing effectiveness. Successive attacks will deal 10% less damage per application, stacking 5 times. I'm going to pick Nerve Strike as sometimes boss fights will spawn ads that you can stun, which will definitely help your raid, as even after the stun wears off, the ads will do a decreased amount of damage. This is going to be beneficial for fights like the bees from the Sourfang fight in ICC. Combat Readiness I won't pick, as I'm not trying to tank in raids, and also I have evasion anyway if I had to hold aggro for a tiny bit of time. It's pretty rare that we use our throwing weapon in a raid setting, and also other classes with range interrupts can take the place of this necessity. The third tier is at level 45, and these are your options. Cheat Death. An attack that would otherwise be fatal will instead reduce you no lower than 10% of your maximum health, and the damage taken will be reduced by 80% for 3 seconds. This effect cannot occur more than once per 90 seconds. Second one is Leeching Poison. Coats your weapons with a non-lethal poison that lasts for 1 hour. Your melee attacks have a 50% chance to poison the target, and all your subsequent weapon strikes against a poisoned target will heal you for 10% of damage dealt. And it also has a shiv effect that instantly restores 5% of the rogue's health. The third one is Elusiveness. Your feint ability also reduces all damage taken by 30% for 5 seconds. I'm pretty excited about this tier, as Cheat Death used to be a sub-spec only talent, and now all specs can get it. This will definitely be beneficial in progression raiding, especially when we're still learning the mechanics, and small mistakes can wipe the raid. It'll help you last longer in the fight in case something was to kill you, but of course it didn't, and the battle reses can be saved for the tank or healer instead. The other 2 talents have to do with healing, and I feel like if I need to help heal myself, I'm going to have Recuperate anyway. I also still have Feint, Evasion, and Cloak of Shadows to help with damage mitigation. Depending on the fight though, this can change. If it's a very healing intensive fight and damage isn't an issue, then the other talents might be better, but for now, I'll take Cheat Death. Alright guys, we have covered the first 3 tiers of the Mists of Pandaria Rogue Talent Tree, and I've given you my initial picks, which are Subterfuge, Nerve Strike, and Cheat Death. Look out for the part 2 of this video in a few days here on the TGN WoW channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Please don't forget to like, favorite, and comment down below, and also don't forget to check out and subscribe to my personal channel, which is youtube.com/MyVanishBroke for other WoW and Rogue videos. My last video was the part 2 of the Q&A with Vanish, which I welcome you to check out. The link is annotated above. Also, if you have any questions for me to answer, please leave it in the comment section of that video. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and until next time, bye! This video is part of the Way movement, a career path in video. To learn more, please visit tgn.tv.